Hello YouTube, welcome to another Gadget Pilot video. This is part 3 of today's video, which is called Infinite Flight Basic Tutorial. I hope you guys have watched part 1 and part 2 so you understand what's going on as we continue at part 3 of this video. We are doing an ILS approach down to Birmingham Airport, runway 15, descending down to 2,900 feet for landing, cutting down speed to 200 knots. Right, landing lights, seatbelt signs on. This should, you switch this on as soon as you are below 10,000 feet. So we are ready to approach runway 15. Alright guys, I'm going to show you as well what the approach button is used for, which is the only aircraft that have this approach is the Airbus A318, 19, 20 and 21, also the Boeing 737-200 BJ as well. So I'll show you what the approach is used for. Is to line you up with the ILS. Since we are doing an ILS approach, just gonna press on ILS runway 15. By just pressing that, guys, you can see all the runways GPS, which is the runways that don't have ILS is called the GPS. So since we are landing on runway 15, it's an ILS approach. So the approach button will get you down to this runway as we have set on the autopilot. 5,000 feet down, 24 nautical miles to go. Like I said, try, if you're a beginner in infinite flight, guys, practice in solo mode first, and then you can enter online. Because if you don't know nothing about flying and how to use infinite flight, then I suggest you don't play online. Otherwise you're gonna get in the way of others and all that. There is a few servers that you can enter. First of all, starting with free flight serve, which you can do whatever you guys want in there. Then it's playground, which is a tiny bit more professional than free serve, and the top is advanced serve, that you can't do any mistakes in that serve, otherwise you will get ghosted or you will get reported and all that. Right guys, we have reached our desired altitude, which is 2,900 feet. Sorry, I should have had it to 2,900, I don't know, I must have moved it by accident to 2,700, so I'll get back to 2,900. We're gonna do a 226-degree left turn now. Alright guys, we still can't see our airport yet, but we should be able to see it soon on the left. cutting down speed to 180, and we're gonna apply flaps 1. And the runway should be on our left. That's it down there. Alright guys, cutting down speed to 160 knots and applying flaps 2. The flaps help the aircraft to stay up a bit and with less speed. Keeps the lift in position as well. Alright guys, we're gonna do our final turn and get ready for the approach in Birmingham. Right, I'm gonna turn left 150. Alright guys, now I'm gonna press the approach and you're gonna see the aircraft will have its own, will take full control, and it's gonna descend and maintain in line for you. So it's basically keeping the aircraft in position. So we're gonna descend, cut down speed to 150 and use flaps 3 degrees. Sorry, flaps 3. You're gonna see it turning. There's our runway down there. The aircraft is descending. Alright, when you are flying guys, and when you are about to approach, you will see this line here is the lining up with the runway. As you can see, it's gonna start turning now, and it has to be in the center of this line, the smaller line. Just keep an eye on this line as well, on this triangle on the altimeter, so you can see you have to be with this octagon here. Like I said, stay in the same position side by side with the triangle with the octagon, and also be in line with the localizer. Okay, if you're a beginner guys, just try and do this, use the approach just for once and see how it works, and after that just try and get it down yourselves. When I first started Infinite Flight there was no approach and all that, so we all had to start flying it manually. That's what you all should do, learn how to fly manually, and for me approach is only for lazy pilots. Alright guys, as soon as we reached we're going to cut down speed and use flaps 4, and I'm going to trim my aircraft to 15 degrees just to keep the nose up a bit. The trim is at the back. Gear down. And I'm going to switch my autopilot off, and now I have control of the aircraft for landing. You can still land with approach, but it's not professional. Pilots don't do that in real life. They might do this in very bad weather conditions, like very foggy, but still as soon as they reach a certain altitude, they do it by themselves again. Alright guys, I'm a bit high, so I'm gonna use my spoilers just to get down a bit and try and keep my aircraft steady. Try and keep your nose up about 3 degrees. That's the callouts of your altitude. At 20, then you're gonna start pulling your throttle back.
30.
Alright guys, touchdown. As soon as you touch down, pull your throttle back. That's just called the reverse. Pushing air forward, and about 70 knots you just let go and use your brakes. Use your spoilers back off, your flaps up again, and then you exit the runway guys just by following the lines like the beginning, and now you're gonna follow your lines again until you park. If you're playing online, at this point you have to stop, change from tower to ground and request for taxi to parking, wait for clearance, and then you can carry on again. You switch your strobe lights off from here. If we had taxi lights, you would switch off your landing lights and just apply your taxi lights, but we don't, so I keep my landing lights on. Try and keep your speed steady below 30 knots. Follow the lines until you go down to your parking. Then follow the lines, and at this point stop braking, switch your landing lights off, and then carry on to your gate. You can see the arrow showing you to your right, so you just gonna follow the arrow and turn the aircraft and line up with the line towards the gate. Try and keep your wheel guys on one of the lines here. Oops, I'm out of line, sorry guys. That's it. Stop guys, we're at the gate. At this point you switch off your beacon lights and your seat belt, and here you are. We have reached our destination. I could have done a better landing, wasn't that bad, but could have done better. Let's go ahead and watch the replay of the landing. So exit replay. Right guys, another thing I didn't mention, let's see if you're looking on this on the left or right by double tapping on your screen. Okay. Show you from where you started. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please let me know, and also hit the like. For now guys, bye Gadget Pilot. Thank you for having you guys on board. Take care. I'll see you again on the next Gadget Pilot video. Bye bye guys.